Hey friends! The year 2025 is coming to an end, and I would like to share with you my analysis of the year 2026. You can use the pause button while listening in order to write down the major periods that match to your profile. You can also rewatch the video throughout the year, as it's primarily designed to help you understand the events unfolding around us. The year 2025 revealed hidden truths and brought light into the fog. It marked the end of a cycle for each of us in our respective spheres, romantic or platonic breakups, the end of employment or business contracts, and the loss of loved ones. In short, we have left or are leaving the hallways that no longer spiritually feed us. Let's not be overwhelmed by sadness. These experiences shape who we are and build our future, regardless of our age. 2025, year 9, was a year of reflection, regeneration, and persevering progress. Through our research, studies, training, learning, and earthly or spiritual journeys, we dove deeper and explored the invisible world. No matter how, we have raised and sharpened our knowledge. By March 2026, through all these thoughtful and profound considerations, we will embrace new things, and life will give us new vibrations. To all my new subscribers, let me introduce myself. I am Gabrielle, an astrologer, tarot reader, and numerologist. To help the channel grow, I invite you to subscribe, share the video, and click on the thumbs up to like it. This will help promote the channel on the platform. Thank you in advance. 2025 initiated the shift towards new energies, and 2026 will, so to speak, keep reinforcing and sealing these new forces. Indeed, Saturn will definitively enter the sign of Aries on February 14, followed by Neptune on January 27. Uranus will definitively enter Gemini on April 26, and finally Jupiter will enter Leo on July 1st. There will therefore be new forces at play. Considering the change of signs of the collective planets, we are starting a new cycle with new projects that differ according to each individual's birth chart. It begins from January 20 to February 9 with the sextile of Saturn to Uranus, already present in 2025, which will once again bring us an opportunity, an unexpected event that will greatly contribute to achieving a goal, a project that some of us have been considering for a long time. It's a chance to solidify our position, to build on a strong foundation. Those most favored by this configuration will be Taurus and Pisces at the very end of the signs. From January 24 to March 16, with February 20 as the exact transit, we will once again have the Saturn-Neptune conjunction in Aries, a conjunction that blends our ideals, intuitions, and emotional states with the rigidity and extremism of Saturn, which is in full in Aries. This is likely to lead to a great deal of aggression and violent action, because how can we reconcile the order, structure, framework, and discipline of Saturn with the permeability, universality and expansionism of Neptune, when we analyze past conjunctions which happen approximately every 36 years, we observe revolutionary movements and events such as the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989. But it also affects us personally through a complete revolution of our lives. The uniqueness of this aspect is that this conjunction is in Aries, so there will be action. These forceful and powerful influences will primarily concern everything related to religion, faith, and ideals. Clearly, given past events of previous cycles, this will be the transit of the year that will shake things up and bring about the long-awaited change, especially for those born at the very beginning of the Aries sign around March 21st. However, it's such a powerful transit that all will be affected, each in different areas of personal life. You have been warned. From March 28 to April 14, Saturn will be in sextile to Pluto, giving those born in the early days of Aquarius and Aries the opportunity to ponder deeply on how to rebuild solidly after the destruction of the old order that has occurred in the recent months. Sharp minds with penetrating, reasoning abilities will allow us to get out of this grounded path and uncover what was hidden. Then, during the second half of July, a whole series of transits will once again help us reach a turning point and finally fulfill our projects. Of course, the signs involved in the transit are the first to be affected, but the other signs will also feel the effects through the house or area involved. The sextile between Uranus and Neptune, already present in 2025, will be exact on July 15 and will last until September 1st, especially for those born under the signs of Aries and Gemini. This transit brings clarity amid the prevalent fog. Uranus simplifies, provides original solutions, and frees us from Neptune-induced complexes that may have blocked talents, intuitions, and feelings. The Uranus-Pluto trine, also present in 2025, will be exact on July 18 and November 29, continuing until the end of the year, which coincides with the very beginning of Aquarius and Gemini. This transit brings truths to light, clarity emerges out of darkness, people and things are seen in a different light and perspective, revealing them. It unveils the hidden truths with sincerity. Furthermore, it allows one to break the bonds of routine without looking behind our back. Unusual opportunities should be seized. Expect immediate availability at the most unexpected moments. There will be an exact opposition between Jupiter and Pluto on July 20, but this opposition will be most active from July 12 to 20, primarily affecting those born under the signs of Leo and Aquarius. Therefore, be wary of intrigue, manipulation, lies, and slander. Diplomacy and tolerance are essential during this period, and we must learn to weather through these situations. If there is a lawsuit contract or any legal matter involved, it is best to seek legal counsel. Fortunately, we have two supportive transits that provide solutions to this opposition. The first is the Jupiter-Neptune trine on July 20, is active until July 29, especially for those born under the signs of Aries and Leo. This transit brings greater decision-making capabilities, which will always further our best interests. Our commitment is driven by dedication and faith. It's a calling that inspires to pursue a goal. It's efficiency in service of an ideal. Then there is the exact sextile between Jupiter and Uranus on July 21st, active until August 1st, coinciding with the start of the Gemini and Leo signs. This creates a very favorable period for boosting our fame, fostering our ambitions, and seizing opportunities. Social changes are disrupting our lives with material impacts. This encourages innovation. The sextile of Neptune and Pluto is forming again and will be exact on July 25 and September 16, remaining active until December 5, especially for Aquarius and Aries at the beginning of their signs. We will therefore experience strong intuitions and great dreams that will awake the irrational part of our inner self. This will help us to evade into another dimension, a spiritual exaltation for some. And finally, the last transit of the collective planets, and certainly not the least, is the magnificent Jupiter-Saturn trine, which will be exact on August 31st and active until September 12th, especially for those born in early April and August. This ensures greater financial stability and gives us a chance to have a well-organized and practical life wherein rules and laws always work in our favor. Careers will move to the next level with increased responsibility. This transit guarantees long-term security and stability. It's a fantastic time to sign contracts that will be solid. This is an overview of the major transits I've just analyzed. I'll return to the transits of personal planets, and especially those involving Mars, in my analysis of the new and full moons of 2026. Mars is always the planet that it needs an action or event. But regardless of your natal charts, we can say that the prominent signs, those challenged in 2026, will be Aquarius, Geminis, born at the beginning of their sign, Aries and Leos at the first and second decans. In conclusion, this is a year in which we must prioritize dialogue, mediation, and sharing to avoid missteps and selfishness in our choices. 2025 allowed us to break free from our chains, to abolish our subjugations. Now nothing hinders us except perhaps our own mindset for some. However, we must rely on our own strengths, and they are huge. We will be supported in our efforts of resistance, reorganization, and structuring. July should be the month of harvest. We should expect to reap what we have sown during this month. Success took time to come to fruition, and it's a true culmination that is finally dawning for those who have relentlessly climbed the ladder, showcasing outstanding self-improvement. The only advice is to take risks, to dare, in order to gain the ultimate power, which is the power to dominate one's life as a sovereign being. So yes, the message of 2026 comes in the form of a gift. In 2026, all the slow-moving planets are entering young signs of action, so you will be able to easily move towards your projects. The most favorable and dynamic period will be from spring around March 21st to June 21st, and also in July, even though Mercury is retrograde from June 30 to July 23. So let's take advantage of it and go for it. In numerology, 2026 is 2 plus 2 plus 6, which equals 10, and the final result is 1. With the vibration of 10, it's the beginning of a new cycle, thus fully substantiating the previous astrological analysis of transformative transits. So, give place to progress and evolution, and the number 10 is synonymous with chances to seize opportunities and overall things more quickly. The wheel turns, as the image of Wheel of Fortune in the Tarot of Marseille illustrates. Those who are on top one day are at the bottom the next, resulting in rapid falls and meteoric rises. In 2025, the wheel was rather bogged down. Therefore, in 2026, it will be necessary to seize opportunities, yes, while also tempering one's enthusiasm and directing one's energy. With the vibration of the number 1, we begin a new 9-year cycle, or at least we will be invited to do so. It's up to each of us to seize the opportunity to restart all over again and stop looking at the rear view mirror, to forget the past and focus on the future. We will be tempted by more individualism and to finally consider ourselves by pursuing the projects that inspire us. It's not selfish to prioritize our own development, because how can we help others if we ourselves are not fully edified and accomplished? I mean fully accomplished in the sense of building and attaining what consists of the meaning our presence on the earth. So yes, this year 1 will require us will and confidence, but we will have these strengths. We will be invited to open our minds to guide our lives firmly, but without giving up honesty and loyalty. We will be the architects of our own lives, each passionate in a particular sector, a specific area of life, because it is fundamental to commit to a path that resonates with us with enthusiasm. Prosperity comes to us when we love that we do with our hearts. Globally, we will see a renewal holding countries, particularly at the level of the heads of governments and national elites, with new figures expected to emerge. It will be an active year with numerous downfalls and overthrows of powers at the beginning, gradually replaced by free thinking, innovate, and bold individuals. The image accompanying this video shows a beautiful sun announcing the dawn of a new day, a new cycle. It is just rising, but it is already brimming with positive energy, promising a warm and active year. The still water represents our emotions, which will go through all stages this year. Our emotions and feelings will be present and active to alleviate the tensions that will be heightened in the spring. The sun will therefore be an excellent antidote to the blues this year, more so than ever. Enjoy it. It's a gift that nature graciously offers us. I hope, my friends, that this video will help you better understand the events to come in 2026. Feel free to watch it again throughout the year or write down the important periods. Thank you all for following me so diligently. Before I leave you, please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and share it. The channel needs your support to grow more than ever. So a thumbs up is free and helps with the channel's ranking. Thank you all in advance. If you wish, you can contact me by email at avenirsymbol8@gmail.com to share your thoughts and the upcoming year 2026. It's a real pleasure to read your messages, and I'll reply as soon as possible. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas 2025 in advance and a wonderful 2026 that finally brings you the achievement of your projects and the fulfillment of your dreams. Hugs and kisses to everyone. Take care. See you very soon.